Hi, this is Mark Laughlin with the Ambidextral Gunfighter, bringing you the Klarus E1 Flashlight. This is a 1000 lumen light, 1000 maximum anyway. What I really like about it is that I like the 2-button tail switch here. We've got the standard push button, which has momentary on, momentary off, and then as well as this paddle button. You know how much I like paddle magazine releases on the pistols. Well, I like it on this as well, except there is an issue when it's in your pocket. Because they've got the clip so that it sits in your pocket bezel up, that tail switch is down at the bottom. And then if you get it you know, pressed against your leg or something, it pushes it on, and if it holds it on long enough, that flashing stays on and doesn't go off. And then suddenly either someone notices, is that a strobe in your pocket, or are you, or what? I don't know. And also it gets really hot, so you start feeling the heat in your pocket too. So something, you know, I think it could resolve that is if it ran it bezel down, if you had one of those S clips on here, so you could run the clip both directions and run it bezel down, and get that up there where it's not down deep in your pocket, likely to get pushed. Now another thing I like is for this clip, because it's not just a button on the back, but you have the button and paddle, you want to index your hand properly when you're gripping it. And so I like the clip to stay here at the top of the barrel of the light, so that it allows you to, without looking at it, index your hand on it and find your paddle, and then, you know, of course, hit the button as well. The button doesn't matter which way, but the paddle, it does matter that it's, you know, in the right direction for your thumb to activate it. So that's it would be nice if that clip wouldn't slip around so easy. So maybe if it had like a little set screw or something in there to secure that in place so it didn't move around, so that when you grabbed it you knew that that was going to be in the right position to index your hand on, and without looking at your flashlight, hit that strobe or hit the button. So that's the things I don't like, but I really do like the light. It's very powerful. It is rechargeable. It comes with the 1860 battery. It is not your standard battery though. It has a thing here to plug it into your micro USB. So some people don't like that. It does make it, of course, a better sealed flashlight. So without having, you know, a recharging port on the external, there's advantages and disadvantages. I don't have to recharge this so often that I worry about that. And you know, it's a very affordable light, very well made. What I'd really like to see is ability with like a clip-in gun mount light. So if you had this little clip-in thing, say on your pick rail on, say, a pistol or a rifle, and you could pull this out of your pocket and clip it into place, because I don't like running lights permanently on my weapon systems. I like one thing I like about a light like this that I use all the time, that is often in my pocket, often carrying with me, and I'm often using it to go look for the kitties. You know, when the kitties get lost at night, I take this out and shine around the dark looking for their reflective collars. So I use this a lot, so I always know its condition. I always know it's charged and ready to go. So whereas if it had on a pistol, it's permanently mounted on my pistol, I might not be using it enough to know its, you know, the condition of its battery. So having something that's in my pocket that I can clip into a weapon system, whether it's a pistol or a rifle, that'd be kind of cool. Now one thing, it has two modes. I have it set on tactical mode, where the paddle works as a strobe, which can be very disoriented, and then the button works exclusively as full bright 1000 lumen on off. Now if you switch it to the other mode, you can have the paddle becomes a low draw light, which I would actually like to have it to do that. But the problem is then the button becomes this where it cycles through various levels of brightness on the main lens there, and it's just annoying as shit, because it always ends up in the, you know, I usually, for my main light, the main button, I want full power for that, because I'm searching for the kitties. And then I would like to use the paddle for, instead of it being a strobe, just be a low level light, low power, and sort of for close up working, where it won't, you know, just, you know, run out the battery so fast and also get really hot. So yeah, so I don't like that other. I want to have the ability to have the bright on the main button and then the low on the paddle button, but I don't like that I'm always ended up getting in the wrong power setting on this main button. So I run it in tactical mode. And in tactical mode, that button, when I hit it on, it's always bright, and then this is my strobe. I really don't care about it. I mean, I guess it could be good for tactical, but I mean, really just, I mean, I don't think you need the strobe. Just use this bright light in them, and that'll, you know, leave you seeing stars for quite a while. Now, the one thing I would like to see in lights is the ability to have this thing have like a delay timer, so that I could run a mode where I could set it to start discharging maybe a strobe, or just run a light at a certain interval, say 5, 10, 15 minutes or something. Now, I'm just thinking that that might be useful if I wanted to create a distraction over in the distance. I'd go set this light over there, set the delay timer, and then I would move somewhere else. And then when that strobe goes off, or have it maybe flash at certain intervals every so often, maybe that would get bad guys' attention, draw them over towards that into my little, you know, surprise kill zone. So anyway, that's my way of thinking tactical on the lights. So nonetheless, despite its what I consider its flaws, I'm really happy with the light, and hopefully future iterations will make it better and resolve a few of these minor issues. Of course, being ambidextrous, an ambidextral gunfighter, it's important to be able to work in both hands, and this does. So this meets the Ambidextral Gunfighter approval. Mark Laughlin with the Ambidextral Gunfighter. Please like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching.